Hello, and welcome to our Family Development Theory PowerPoint presentation. This presentation was completed by Will Bates and Shannon Taylor for Family 400 Family Theories and Dynamics. This will be in week 4 as a supplemental video to the topic that we are studying. First, we will begin with some history. The Depression and World War II had a drastic effect on men, women, and children. As a result, family structures were negatively impacted. 1948, during the war's aftermath, President Truman called the first National Conference on the Family. Evelyn Duval and Reuben Hill led the task, creating the Family Development Theory. More history. It is one of the first family-focused theories outside of sociology and psychology. It drew attention to the idea that families are influenced by the stages they go through, and each stage has specific tasks to be accomplished. Duval wrote the 8 stages of development in her book, The Family Development, in 1957. Over the next 30 years, it was used as the main textbook for family studies. Assumptions. Like individuals, families change over time, and these developmental processes are essential for understanding families. There are tasks associated with each stage of development. Institutional norms regulate family behavior. Development is reciprocal. Families must be viewed in multiple levels of analysis. Families should be viewed over time. Concepts. We will begin our concepts section with a quote from James White, a family developmental theorist. He quotes, "A family is an intergenerational social group organized and governed by social norms regarding descent and affinity, reproduction, and nurturant socialization of the young." Page 80 of our textbook. Basic concepts. Family. A collection of different ideas of what the family should be defined as, such as James White's definition. Family development. As time passes, developments happen as different stages occur. Stages involved with the family life cycle, including birth, marriage, etc. Transitions are the bridges between the stages of family life cycles. Change, something that happens in the family after a transition between stages. Developmental tasks. As changes occur, like maturing, new roles and responsibilities are required. Norms, behaviors that are considered to be normal for individuals and families during certain stages. Timing relates to the ideas of when things in a family are supposed to happen. Next, we have propositions of family developmental theory. First, we will begin with James White. He was a major scholar and researcher involved in the development of the theory. A big focus of his work examined how families develop together throughout their lives. He also focused heavily on the individual development of family members, which resulted in new propositional theories such as his book on the right, Family Theories. He proposed that there are 4 ways to analyze family development involving that focus. First, the individual family member. Second, family relationships. Third, the family group. And fourth, the institution of family. And his propositions were heavily focused on the individual, but they did also focus on the dynamics of the family as a group as well. Next, we return to Evelyn Duval and Reuben Hill. They can be classified as the first scholars and researchers to make serious headway into the theory. Their work focused heavily on the fact that families go through different life cycles, helping create the term family life cycle, and they proposed that families should also be studied dynamically, not just as a collection of individuals. Duval also proposed her version of the family, as cited below. Quote, "Interacting persons related by ties of marriage, birth, or adoption, whose central purpose is to create and maintain a common culture which promotes the physical, mental, emotional, and social development of each of its members." Page 79 through 80. Evelyn also proposed and presented a famous version of family life cycle. This was called the 8-stage model, and demonstrated the various stages through the family life cycle. On the right here we have married couple, childbearing, preschool age, school age, teenage, launching center, middle-aged parents, and aging family members. We can now go into more detail on her 8-stage model. Married couple, also known as the establishment phase, involves courtship and creating a beneficial and satisfying marriage, creates a home base. Childbearing, infants arrive, new tasks and responsibilities are created, must learn to adjust and delegate work to help the development of the infant. Preschool age, demands a lot of physical attention, help cater to infants and toddlers, creative minds and growth, must adjust to lack of sleep and privacy. School age, lots of effort placed into promoting education and achievement. Parents must now make new relationships with other adults involved in their children's lives, such as teachers, coaches, etc. Teenage children become adolescents, and there's more demand for more freedom and choice. Parents must learn to balance these requests, creating healthy communication, giving new responsibilities. Launching center. Young adults leave home and are sent into the working world. This may include college, military service, or marriage. Parents remain home and can choose support and guidance from home base. Middle-aged parents. With all or most children gone, there's a new focus on the relationship. New responsibilities are created and changes made, with a focus on keeping strong ties to adult children, aging family members. Follows retirement, becoming a widow or widower, and adjusting to these changes. Depending on financial situation, may need to change place of living. We now have a media clip from Father of the Bride to help demonstrate this 8-stage model. And now we will relate that clip to the different stages. Stage 2, childbearing. George and Nina learn and adjust to new responsibilities and parents of a newborn. Stage 3, Annie requires a lot of attention. They likely experience a lack of sleep and exhaustion. Stage 4, George and Nina help their little girl with school and learning new skills like basketball. They are probably making connections with Annie's teachers and her friends' parents. During Annie's teenage years, George and Nina had to learn how to adjust to their daughter's needs for more freedom. Stage 6, launching center. George and Nina experience their oldest child graduating from high school and leaves home. Stage 7, when Annie gets married, not only do George and Nina have to adjust to a smaller household, but we get a glimpse of Annie starting the family life cycle all over again. Stage 8, when all the kids are gone and it's time to retire, George and Nina will experience the last stage. As they age, one of them will have to adjust to the loss of the other. Critiques. Early family developmental theories only looked at traditional two-parent families in a sense and invalidated non-traditional families. Divorce, death of spouse, remarriage, unmarried parents, childless couples, cohabitation, gay or lesbian couples. Family development theory has also been criticized by many as not being only descriptive and not heuristic, research generating. Critics said it lacked a sense of usefulness as a theory because it had little predictive power. Initial versions of family development theory didn't include identifying factors such as race, socioeconomic status, ethnicity, or family structure. Finally, applications for family development theory. Family therapy has been incredibly helpful in helping to support various modern interpretations of the family. This includes gay and lesbian families, multi-generational families, and divorced and remarried families. This was improved by Betty Carter and Monica Goldrick, applied the family development theory to how individual family members are viewed in the larger context of the family, how problems develop throughout the family as a whole. This allows therapists to identify problems and work towards greater family cohesion. Next, life course perspective, a new perspective to the family development theory, one that focuses on timing and dynamic approaches rather than static cycles. It heavily encourages consideration for multiple social aspects of the family. It also focuses on how outside forces of the family help to shape individuals like work, school, fellow peers, culture, religion, etc. Benston and Allen. The perspective also offers insight into 3 different kinds of time: antonetic, generational, and historical. Each element of the theory adds richness to our understanding of how families exist in time, space, context, and process, and enhances our understanding of the social meaningness that people will give to their own development and family life. Finally, our reference pages. Thank you so much for watching, and we hope you're able to glean some important information.